Value, problem, solution, call to action. Your ground campaign needs to set out a problem and give a clear call to action. The problem you set out needs to speak to fundamental needs and values. To introduce people to a different way of thinking about an issue such as encryption, it's important to carefully consider the structure of messages, particularly how they begin. You can build messages using the following structure. Lead with values and vision. Starting with shared values helps audiences to hear our messages more effectively than dry facts or emotional rhetoric. Introduce the problem as a threat to our shared values, such as safety, security, privacy, and freedom. This is the place to pull out stories and statistics that are likely to resonate with the target audience. Where possible, include the cause of the problem as well as who is responsible for fixing it. Choose facts carefully. We all have a lot of evidence to support our claims. However, facts do not tend to change minds if they are not linked with values. After priming audiences with values, present one or two pieces of evidence that make your case. Break facts and statistics down to manageable pieces of information, such as stories that people can digest. Pivot quickly to solutions. Positive solutions leave people with choices, ideas, and motivation. Make sure your solution fits the problem you have posed. Assign responsibility. Who can enact this solution?
You can make a difference. We can overcome barriers by motivating people to action. Apathy becomes anger, fear becomes hope, indecision becomes action, inertia becomes urgency, and self-doubt becomes agency. You want people to believe that change is necessary and possible in order for them to get involved. You want to locate the problem, but then take the energy from it and focus it on a solution. Once you've illustrated your solution, you want to make sure the other person knows that they can make a difference by taking action now. Your goal at the end of each and every interaction is for people to take action.
Power with and power over. Sometimes we can create the change we need just by organizing our resources with others, creating power with them. But others also hold power over decisions or resources that we need in order to create change. As an example, with protests intensifying and social media interruptions reported in the weeks leading up to Benin's presidential election in April, many internet and civil rights organizations were growing nervous about the potential for another internet shutdown. So, 2 months before the presidential elections, Internet Society's Benin chapter started proactively mounting a campaign, approaching a host of local and international rights organizations for support, including Access Now, Amnesty International Benin, Citizen Voice in Action, the Bloggers Association of Benin, and Citizen 229. With partners, the Benin chapter contacted local media and posted social media messages with the Coupez Pass Internet hashtag, or Don't Cut the Internet in English, which were magnified by posts and shared from at least 30 bloggers and partners. Then on April 8th, they published the open letter and publicized it with a Facebook Live conference and tweet up, garnering international media coverage. In cases like these, we have to organize our power with others first in order to make a claim on the decisions that will achieve our goal. When we have to engage those who have power over us in order to create change, we ask ourselves 5 questions. 1. What change do we want? 2. Who has the resources to make that change? 3. What do they want? 4. What resources do we have that they want or need? 5. How could we organize those resources to give us enough leverage to get what we want? Our simplified plan involves asking 4 key questions. What is the overall change? What are the preconditions? What is our contribution? What does progress look like? And finally, we have the narrative wheel. Context, vision, strategy, narrative. Planning your ground campaign. Targeting your ground campaign. Organizing your ground campaign. Growing support for your ground campaign. Get involved. Overview of resources and support. Taking the first step.